to a country you're neither born or raised in and create a fulfilling life there. Hi, this is Tom Johnson III, and today is the relationship reading for the week of August 2nd to August 8th. So if you haven't been here before, what we do is we have three categories: romantic partner, friends, and colleagues in terms of relationship. We find out the challenges and what you can do about it, and we'll clarify if need be. So relationships, kind of the, it's kind of the bread and butter of human existence. Without relationships, nothing's really worth experiencing. And our experiences are pretty much what teach us what to do and follow our purpose, and kind of give us a compass of whether we're on our purpose track or not, for lack of a better words. And as always with these readings, sometimes the whole picture comes all at once. Sometimes they get it in pieces. Sometimes it's like really random and it sounds like I'm babbling. Yeah. So let's just take a look and see what happens, as we do with every reading. Okay, so with your romantic partner, for those who have a romantic partner, it seems there's going to be a tendency to control your romantic partner. As much as we hate to admit this, what I get away personally from the controller, what I believe is we want our romantic partner to be someone who they currently aren't. We want them to be a person who does X, Y, Z, whatever that is for you. And it's the more we try to control people without directly telling them, the more they'll resist. And so this might pop up within the next week. And with your friends, looks like the hyperachiever's coming up. It seems like there's this need to work, achieve, and spend less time with friends is the message I'm getting. So, and with your colleagues, they're just hyper vigilant. So with the people you work with or volunteer with or spend time with outside of friends or romantic partner, there's this tendency to look for what has been wrong, what could be wrong, and what will be wrong. What I'm getting for next week is especially what could be wrong. What could be wrong in the future. There's a lot of focus on the future. So, and what can you do about it? So we have these three possible challenges. One is for the controllers to activate, which is to simply imagine the past with your romantic partner when you realize, oh my God, I want them to be I want them to be someone else. It's saying, what I'm getting is you imagine when that voice comes up, and in the past there's been anger, frustration, fear, and imagine when that came up in the past and what action could you have already taken that made it much better. Let's clarify on that. Let's click clarify on that. What can be, and this will ground you. This will ground you. With your romantic partner, for those in a relationship, by imagining how this tendency to want to control them, by noticing it and imagining something you could have done that was more. I'm getting the word conversation. Just conversations with your romantic partner, being honest and vulnerable is what's going to keep you grounded in whatever experience you're right now. For those who are not in a relationship right now, it seems as you're looking for someone to be the one, because of past experience, perhaps you were controlled by a former partner and there's kind of fear of being controlled by them. There's a tendency when meeting new people to find out how can I put this? There's a tendency when meeting new people to get to know them and then use that information to kind of, just as the card shows, it shows like a puppeteer. Manipulate is the word. As much as no one likes it, we as human beings do it to manipulate them to do what you want them to do. So it sounds like there's some fear from the past coming up there. And to ground yourself is to actually be honest about this. Most successful relationships start with being honest. Yeah, side note, in general in relationships, people who are honest sooner, I'm not talking about if you had a traumatic event and just blurting out on the first date, this happened to me. It's more like saying, hi, well, you do the small talk, and let's see, the message I'm getting is third date. By the third date, say, hey, in my last relationship, I hope this is okay to talk about, my ex controlled me a lot, and so I kind of get scared of being controlled. So yeah, just go there and have the conversation. And for your friends, the hyperachiever, always working, work, spend less time with friends, so anxious about getting that results, navigate, see what's important, imagine at the end of your life, looking back, okay, I've been doing all this stuff, spending less time with friends, what was important about it, who am I, and what did I do? And I'm getting service, total service for you, your friends, and everyone involved. Just working all the time and being anxious until the result is achieved basically doesn't help anybody. And it's of total service to you, your friends, and anyone else involved. Last but not least, the colleagues, whether work or volunteer, always looking for what's wrong or what could be wrong, not what's wrong right now. There's going to be a tendency what could be wrong in the future, and saying empathize, which is self-love. And I always say, do something you really love to do. And in other readings, it came up a couple times about schedule something you love to do, and then do it. And here I'm getting social media. So I would say in terms of colleagues, use social media to contact one of your colleagues and go do something fun with them, is the message I'm getting here. Okay, so the big thing I'm really getting is with the romantic partner or potential romantic partner is there's a fear of being controlled. So there may be a tendency when something uncomfortable comes up to attempt to say something in particular, or say something in particular to steer them back to who you want them to be. And I really don't like sharing this so much. It just happens. We are human beings, and it is one of the controller does affect all of us to some level. So having that honest conversation will ground you instead of feeling confused, uncertain about what's going on. Okay, so I always have 2 books I recommend for readings. This is Power versus Force by Dr. David Hakwind. It explains why people do what they do. And then this is for more compassion, understanding, and love for yourself and others. Anyway, pointing to myself, that's fun. And The Divine Matrix by Gregg Braden, which talks about manifesting things in this universe that we are privileged to exist in. Okay, this is Tom Johnson III, and see you in the next video.